Hello, this is Mrs. Ross, and this is the Cumulative Test 21A Review Notes. You will need to write down everything that I write down. Let's go ahead and get started. So I'll start with number 1 up here. It says the dinner totaled $24. Dana left a 15% tip. How much money did he leave for a tip? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to convert the percent to decimal form. And then the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the $24 and I'm going to multiply by the percent in decimal form, as you can see here, right? And the tip is going to be equal to, let's see what I get. 24 times 0.15, I get $3.60 is my answer. You want to write all of that down. Okay, number 2, I'm going to put that up here. It says the 200-kilometer drive took 2.5 hours. What was the average speed in kilometers per hour? So I want speed in kilometers per hour. So I have 200 kilometers, so I'm going to put that here. We put our kilometers on top. And I have 2.5 hours, so I'm going to take that 2.5 and I'm going to convert it to a decimal. 2.5 hours, and then I'm going to divide. So I'm going to divide 2.5 into 200 with my handy dandy calculator. 200 divided by 2.5 is 80. And this is 80, so this is 80 kilometers per hour. Okay, the 1/12 scale, and this says use ratio boxes, so model of the rocket stood 48 inches high. What was the height of the actual rocket? So let's see, 3. I'm not exactly sure. I guess it'll be a case 1, case 2 ratio box. So case 1, case 2. So we have the model, and then in real life. Okay, so, oh, that's not how we can do it. Hold on. Sorry, you can fast forward through this part, but I need to flip that. This needs to be IRL. No, I had it right. So sorry. It's early in the morning. Maybe I might need another cup of coffee before I move on. So 1 inch on the model is 12 inches in real life. There we go. That brain's going to kick right in. Okay. The rocket stood 48 inches high. The model stood 48 inches high. How tall was the actual rocket? So you can see our proportion from here. This is 12. 48 over x. So 1x, as we cross multiply, is 12 times 48. So the height of the rocket is 12 times 48. 12 times 48. 576 inches. 576 inches. Boy, that one was rough for some reason. Who knows? It happens. Samantha, that's me, saved $35 by buying a suit at 20% off. What was the regular price? Okay, so this is going to be, let's see, 4. This is going to be a original change new. Sorry, this takes me a minute to work out here. Make sure you're pausing when you need to. So my percent is here, my actual is here. So I have original change new. When we have this kind of ratio box, we start with 100 on top. We took 20% off, so we have 80%. So she saved $35, so that's the 20%. What was the regular price? That's going to be up here, okay? So my proportion is 100 over 20 is equal to x over 35. I cross multiply, and I divide. So x is equal to 3,500 divided by 20, 175. I can't find my There we go. That's my on-hold music. Okay. Next, let's pick a different color. Okay. A merchant bought an item for $30 and sold it for 50% more. For what price did he sell the item? So same. Let's see. This is original change new. Okay. So the merchant bought the item for $30 and he sold it for 50% more. For what price did he sell it? So my x is going to go there. So my proportion looks like this. 100 over 150 is equal to 30 over x. So I have 100x is equal to, now don't do that in your head this morning. It's not going to work. Okay, 4,500. I could have done that in my head. Maybe not. Lost my cursor again. Okay, 4,500 over 100. So x is equal to 45. Okay. On to the next. Let's see. What is the sales tax on $48 with a tax rate of 6.5%? Okay. And you're going to want to write all this down. You think you're going to remember it, but you're not, unfortunately. I'm so sorry. So this is this. We're converting our percent to decimal. Okay. And then to find the tax, we're going to take our $48. We're going to multiply by our decimal. Right? And our tax is here. So let's do that on our calculator. 48 times 0.065 gives me this. Oh, lost it again. These light colors are hard to find again. Where in the world? Okay, you can probably see it, but I cannot see it. Wait. There you are. I'm just old. Who knows? What a privilege. Okay, so let's use a color that I can see. Yeah. Find the perimeter of this figure. Use 3.14 for pi. Okay. So let's see. If that's 3 and that's 10, this is 10. I'm sorry, what? Mercy. Really need to consider that second cup of coffee. This is 3. And then I need to find this half circle thing. So my radius is equal to 5. I know that the circumference, let's see, we are on 7. Circumference is equal to 2 pi r. You'll want to write that down, which is 2 times 3.14 times 5, which if I plug into my handy dandy calculator, 2 times 3.14 times 5, I get 31.4. Is that right? Yeah. What did I do? Okay. So that's for the whole circle. So I need to take half of that for this half of the circle. So divided by 2 gives me 15.7. So that means that, oh, I lost. Why do I keep losing? This right here is 15.7. So my perimeter is going to be equal to 15.7 plus 3 plus 10 plus 3. Okay, so plus 3 plus 10 plus 3. 31.7. So, ooh, Pythagorean theorem is one of my favorite things. Okay, 8. So it says use Pythagorean theorem. So this is c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared to find a. So a is here. This is c. The hypotenuse is always c. It's the one across from the 90-degree angle. And this is going to be b. So let me write this as a squared plus b squared equals c squared. It's the same. These two things are the same. A squared we don't know, so we're just going to hang on to it. B we know is 24. And c is 26. So let's go ahead and square these. So a squared we're still not doing anything with, so let it just hang out there. 24 times 24 is 576. And 26 times 26 is 676. Now I have to subtract. So we're going to subtract 576 from both sides. This is going to go away. My a squared is going to come down. I'm actually going to pull this up here, so I don't mean to confuse you. So a squared, my equals is going to come down, equals, and this is 100. So this is 100. Now to get a by itself, I have to square root both sides. So when I square root a squared, I get a. When I square root 100, I get 10. That is my answer. Make sure you pause when you need to, guys. Oh, surface area. Delightful. Number 9. So I know that the front and the back of this are going to be the same. So front, back, and it is a triangle. So I know that the area of a triangle is equal to 1/2 base times height. Here, my base is 4 and my height is 3. So area is equal to 1/2 4 times 3, which is 1/2 of 12, which is 6. But I'm going to have to multiply it by 2. Okay, so front, back is equal to 2 times 6, which we're back to 12. Okay. Then we have each panel. So this front panel here is 5 by 2. I already used front, so I don't really know. I'll use front again. Front area is, and this is length times width because it's a rectangle. 5 times 2 is 10. The bottom area is length times width, so that's, if I look at the bottom, it's 4 by 2, which is 8, and the back side, back area is length times width, which is 3 by 2, which is 6. Now I'm going to add all of this. Add, and my area is equal to 12 plus 10 plus 8 plus 6 is 36. Inches. Let's do a different color. Okay, number 10. So 10 is asking for volume using 3.14. So we know that the formula for volume, and you better write this down, is the area of the base times the height. Since we have a circle for the area of our base, we know that that's pi r squared. This is equal to the diameter. So we know radius is half of the diameter, so 6 divided by 2 is 3. So I'm going to plug that in. 3.14 times 3 squared, which is 3.14 times 9, because 3 times 3 is 9. So I get, oh, I did something. There we go. 9 times 3.14 is 28.26. 28.26. Now that's just the area of the base. So I'm going to plug that back into this. So 28.26 times the height of the whole thing, which is 10,